Before we get into this part 2 video, just a quick recap that these selections will direct you to your Files folder, and these selections will direct you to your iCloud photo library. And if you recall on the part 1 video, we downloaded and then imported Procreate formatted files in 2 different ways. Other file formats were included in that same download folder, and we'll be taking those on in this video. Most notable of these other file imports is the ability to bring layered Photoshop files into Procreate. And what's notable about imported Photoshop files is not only does the width, height, and resolution carry over, the Photoshop layers carry over as well. It's important to note, however, that Procreate has its limits in terms of file size, so if you try to import an oversized Photoshop file, Procreate will choke and shut down. Standard image formats like JPEG and PNG are also easily imported, and in the mini lab we did between videos, you imported this PNG file of a cardinal, which we're going to be animating later. And to repeat, whatever file type you import, its width, height, and resolution are all going to carry over. For our cardinal file here, this low resolution isn't quite a concern, as it's only going to be used for an exercise. But this is a very important point to bear in mind when importing images using the Photos menu item. As mentioned at the start of this video, the Photo menu items take you to your iCloud Photos library, where you would obviously be able to import photos taken with any of your Apple devices. Those different Apple devices of yours with varied camera settings will import any range of image sizes and resolutions. So before you start drawing and painting on a randomly sized import, make sure that your import is the actual size and resolution that you want your finished artwork to be. And if your imported photo is not the desired size and dimensions, you could open Actions, Canvas, Crop, and Resize to make adjustments to that import. My iPhone 6 grabbed these weird dimensions and resolution, and I want my finished piece to be an 11x14 print at 300 dpi. I could futz around in this panel to achieve all of that, but it would be much easier to make a new canvas that size and then just insert the photo. And as I tap my little plus sign to open up my canvas presets, chance would have it that I have an 11x14 at 300 dpi down below, so I'm going to choose that and insert this Eiffel Tower. And before I insert the tower, I'm going to go to Actions, Canvas, Crop, and Resize to make sure that we are at 11x14 and at 300 dpi, which we are. Having verified all that, I'm going to press Cancel, and then I'm going to go to Actions, Add, Insert Photo, and I'm going to track down the Eiffel Tower in my Photos library. And once inserted, I'll play around with the transform tools to get it cropped and sized to my liking. Revisiting our Actions Add palette, you can see at the top that you can also insert a file inside of a Procreate file. And to be clear, the files you can insert using this selection are standard image formats like JPEG and PNG. You cannot insert Photoshop and Procreate files inside of a Procreate file. They can only be imported. And so I'm going to cancel out of that. There's nothing I see here that I'd like to add to my Eiffel Tower image, so I'm just going to press Cancel. And while we're still in here, down below the Insert a File, Insert a Photo is Take a Photo. So you can actually use your iPad camera to add images directly into a Procreate document. So let's do that next.